is going to cost 24,999 for the 3GB RAM 32GB storage model. The phone is going to be available on Mi.com from April 6th onwards. So April 6th is the first sale for this device, and it will I just see you guys joining, so I'm going to repeat once again. The Mi5 has just been launched in India. It's gonna cost rupees 24,999 for the 3GB RAM 32GB storage variant, and it will sell on Mi.com from April 6th onwards. It will be available on partner websites like Amazon and all later, but we don't have a date on that right now. For now, the Mi5 is going to sell on Mi.com. As you guys probably already know, it has 32GB of RAM and 3GB of storage. It runs on the Snapdragon 820 processor. It has a 16MP rear camera and a lot of other things which you already know. Ashpreet Singh, nothing else was launched. The Mi5 is their only launch for today, and I am not really sure what you mean, Kedar. I think you want to see the other sides of the phone. Jason says, wow, you lucky guys. Well, yeah, we are kind of lucky. We get to test out a lot of devices like this. That is true. So yeah, to start with, one thing I want to tell you guys here is that the Mi5, even though it has a 16 megapixel camera, I am not really very fond of this camera. By Xiaomi standards, I think Xiaomi could have done better in a lot of ways. The company has done better before. But again, it does look pretty good. It's got a Snapdragon 820 processor, and Yuvraj Kannan, this phone costs 24,999 in India, and it will be available on Mi.com. Ashpreet, I think it is a pretty good price because this is the first Snapdragon 820 powered phone in India, and to be honest, it feels really light. It's only 129 grams, and you know, it feels really fast for a budget kind of a device. So yeah, at this price, it is possibly the fastest phone in the market right now, and that's something I really like. Ashpreet Singh, I haven't seen the goodie bag yet, but I will let you know. What I hear is that there's going to be a Mi in-ear headset in that. So you can see Jay Money in the background there if you guys notice. And Jay Money, we are going to talk to Jay Money very soon as well, so wait for that as well. Srivat Tyag says, what about the OIS? So Srivat, that's a funny thing. The OIS on this device is very good. It's got a 4-axis OIS. We were trying this setup that Mi had set up here, and the OIS does look very good. Mi5 Pro, asks MSAF. So the Mi5 Pro is not coming to India at the moment, but Xiaomi says that they might launch it later. In fact, the 3GB, 32GB variant that you see in my hand is going to be the only version of the Xiaomi Mi5 in India for now, but again, Xiaomi may launch other versions later. Sumun Batarai, again, the phone costs 24,999 rupees in India for the 3GB, 32GB variant. Why didn't they launch the 4GB version? I am pretty sure that's because of the shortage of units. The next sale for the 4GB version is going to be in China very soon, and they have a lot of demand there according to them. But they might launch it later depending on what kind of prices they can come up with. Kishan Sekwal, it has a bunch of colors, but yeah, for now I think only the white color is available in India. They haven't talked about the other colors, but they will be bringing the black and the gold color to India also. Going back, okay, is it not too much for this mobile, says Deepak Sharma. Deepak, I really do not think 24,999 is a bad price for this phone, because it feels really fast. The camera, yes, I'm not very fond of the camera, but that's only in terms of Xiaomi. You know, by Xiaomi standards, I am not very fond of it. But overall, I really don't think this is a bad price for this. Shubhangan Saxena says, is there will be an update version for Android in Redmi Note 4G? Not that I know of, Shubham. They are already selling the Redmi Note 3 in India. Aditya Pusalkar says, does it heat up like the Mi 4? No, the Snapdragon 820, at least for now, does not heat up like the Mi 4, but then I have spent about 20 minutes with the device, and I've really done nothing more than test the camera to, talk about the heating about this device. No, it does not have expandable storage, at least at the moment. Rajan Arora, it supports Quick Charge 3.0 since it's on Snapdragon 820, so it supports Quick Charge 3.0. So for those who don't know, that's Qualcomm's newest standard in quick charging, and it allows basically what Quick Charge 3.0 does is that it allows the battery to draw as much power as it requires, in the sense that batteries usually draw less power as the charge goes up, but with quick charge 3.0 the battery keeps drawing just the ample amount of charging it wants. Taran Hora, no, there's no heating issue at the moment, at least I don't see anything. 32GB external storage, yes, 32GB internal storage I think should be good enough for most people, to be honest. Personally, I don't find 32GB to be a lot, and according to Xiaomi, right now they're not going to launch the 64GB variant for this device here. The Mi5 Pro is not coming to India at the moment. Shubham Sharma, this is not Samir, this is Prasid. Samir is not here today. In fact, Samir is sick. So please do hope for him to get well soon. Rohit Arora, hi there. I'm doing good. Okay, flop model of 2016. J7 is better. I really don't agree with you, Rahul. I'm not, it's not about Xiaomi or anything, but I really think between this and the Galaxy J7, I think the Mi5 is definitely a better device. Too costly. iPhone 5s is cheaper than this and better than this. Yes, but the iPhone 5s is also a 3-year-old device, so that is something we must take into account. And I honestly do not think the iPhone 5s is faster than this, because the 820 is much faster, and Xiaomi has made a bunch of improvements with MIUI. So this phone, it's not about the fact that it's got just Snapdragon 820. There are very conscious choices that have been made here. For example, the 1080p screen allows better frame rates and less battery drop. Those things are very important, and that is what is going to define the performance of this device in the long run. Again, Naveen Kumar, the 128GB Mi4 Pro is not in India at the moment. And yes, Kedar, this phone does have an IR blaster, and according to Xiaomi, they have worked really hard to make sure it works with a bunch of DTH devices that are available in India, including Airtel IPTV and Tata Sky as well. Robin Rehan says, how is the loudspeaker? So this area where I'm standing is pretty loud, so I can't really comment on the loudspeaker at the moment, but I'm hoping it will be good. HTC 10 or Mi5, your take? Again, HTC 10 is not launched in India, and I would really not want to comment on a phone based on just the rumors. But on first impression, I have to tell you guys that the Xiaomi Mi5 is probably the most amazing device that I've seen this year, barring the Samsung Galaxy S7. And considering the price, seems like just as good a phone. As the mobile is 24,000, the internal storage should be 64 and no external. Yeah, I think if you need 64GB storage, you will always find 32GB to be too low. But honestly, I think for most people, 32GB is more than enough. And again, yes, Kedar, the phone does have an IR blaster, and they think, according to Xiaomi, it works with most Indian DTH services as well as air conditioners, TVs and things like that. So yes, on first impressions, going back to the Xiaomi Mi 5, this phone is really impressive, and we are going to get this for review too.